680's Richard Southern joins us now, and it's the latest sign of just how bad things have gotten for Sears Canada employees. So Mike Myers' brother, who worked for the chain for 36 years, is now out of a job with no severance.
Yeah, it's quite the situation. So Peter Myers, Francis, Mike Myers' brother, longtime employee of Sears Canada here in Toronto, and the two brothers, they actually did a Sears commercial together back in 2014. Take a look.
Ah, what are you doing in Toronto, Michael?
I just came up to see how you're doing. Is Sears Canada going away?
We're not going anywhere. You of all people should know not to believe everything you read in the papers. Are you going to do the tagline?
To this commercial that's only being shown in Canada?
Sure.
Come see the softer side of Sears.
We don't use that song anymore.
Oh, no. Boo. Then how about Sears Canada? My brother works there.
You're an idiot.
Not anymore, he doesn't.
No,
Francis.
he doesn't.
Yeah, Sears has laid off Peter Myers, and he's not getting any severance. Sears isn't paying any employees severance because of the current restructuring, the court-appointed restructuring. And Myers says he could lose about 2 years' salary because of that situation. And his brother Mike, apparently very upset to hear the news. And as well, Francis, we heard from a court today. They reached an agreement with lawyers representing Sears employees, allowing employees to receive health benefits until September. Sears had sought to cut off all health benefits. So this is an ugly situation that continues.
Oh, it certainly is. So let's go on to the iPhone 8, because it's getting set to hit the production line, and the rumor mill is at a fever pitch.
Sure is. We have some pictures here of what the experts think it's going to look like. These are not Apple pictures, but everyone thinks it's going to have an OLED screen, a higher quality screen, which will take up almost the entire face of the iPhone 8. And today, according to the site Fast Company, augmented reality will be a major feature of the iPhone 8. There's going to reportedly be a laser that shoots out the back of the phone to capture more depth information about what's in front of it, and that will make for more convincing augmented reality. And what, by the way, augmented reality is, it's when you see virtual objects in the real world, so think Snapchat's face filters and Pokemon Go. The laser will also make for higher quality selfies, which we definitely need, Francis. It won't come cheap though. The top tier iPhone 8 is expected to cost $1,200.
Wow, okay, and if you don't like somebody, you just shoot them with the laser? Is that how that works? Or?
If you don't like their face, there you go.
So Toronto's narrowest house is back on the market, Richard, and it seems that while the rest of the housing market has taken off, this property has only a skinny profit margin. I've actually been in this house.
I know. I was looking this up today, and there's Francis D'Souza's story, and I watched your piece. It was a nice piece, by the way, back in August of 2015. Back then, the house was selling for $700,000. It's back on the market for only $800,000. So. Not a big jump. Now, this house, again, the skinniest house in Toronto. It's on Shooter Street, 1,000 square feet, 2 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, finished basement featuring a sauna, but it is just 7 feet wide inside. Does have high ceilings, but, you know, the housing market has gone bananas over those 2 years, but clearly, Francis, not much of an appetite for that skinny house. What was it like inside, by the way?
It was narrow. It was literally every room had to be stacked on top of each other. There wasn't a lot of space to move around, but, you know, it's a unique person who would have to live in that house.
Yeah, absolutely. A small person, perhaps.
Small and, yeah. So it seems it gets earlier every year, Richard. We're already seeing back-to-school promotions, really?
Yeah, believe me, I don't want to talk about this, but, you know, it's not commercials yet, Francis, but what happened today, Walmart rolled out a big back-to-school section on their Canadian website, and the retailer's making school staples like notebooks and pens available for curbside pickup, doubling the number of back-to-school items available for same-day pickup in store. This as it looks to keep pace with Amazon. And Microsoft Canada is offering back-to-school deals now as well on products like its Surface Pro laptop. You have to prove that you're a student to get them. You know, the reason we see these things earlier and earlier, Francis, is that back-to-school means so much to retailers. It's the second most important time of the year after Christmas.
So if you need some new shoes for school, Adidas is out with a new line, and they kind of look like food.
Yeah, if you're hungry for some new footwear, Adidas has you covered, Francis. Let's take a look at some of these. They're how about a pizza shoe? Okay, I could see myself walking around in one of those. They're also selling a peach shoe. Looks like a, you know, a peach, almost peach season too, right? They got a cheese shoe on the market, and there's a little cracker
Kinda
dangling
looks like a peach
off.
shoe.
It does.
Yeah.
There's a lobster shoe. Of course, we're right in the thick of lobster season here. And a barbecue shoe. They don't come cheap. You'll have to take a big bite out of your budget to afford them. They sell for just over $500. Some of the money going to charity, though, Francis.
Barbecue shoe looks yummy.
Put some sauce on that, you're good to go.
No kidding. Thank you, Richard.